Hello, in this video I'm going to discuss the CV of Aleksandr Vladimirovich Dvornikov, who has just been appointed the Russian commander-in-chief for their war, that is to say, special military operation in Ukraine. Dvornikov has a brutal background, and that's what we're going to look at. Now, most of the information from this comes from the website of the Russian Ministry of Defense and official Russian sources. So, Dvornikov was born on the 22nd of August 1961 in Ussurisk, which is in Primorsky Krai, which is the Russian Far East. That's where in the region of Vladivostok. He went to a local military school, a secondary school, and he finished that in 1978, so he'd have been 16 then. And from there he went to the Moscow Higher All-Arms Command School, and he graduated from there in 1982 as an officer. So from there he was sent back to the Far East, the Russian Far East that is, and he served as a platoon commander, then he became a company commander, battalion chief of staff, so he worked his way up. In 1991, he went to the staff school, which is the Suvorov Academy, named after Frunze, and from there he went on to become a deputy battalion commander in the Western Group of Forces. From 1992 to 1994, he was commander of the 154th Motorized Rifle Battalion of the 6th Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade. From 1995 to 2000, he was chief of staff of a regiment, and then he was commander of the 1st Guards Motorized Rifle Sevastopol Red Banner Order of Alexandra Nevsky, regiment of the 2nd Guards Motorized Rifle Taman Red Banner Order of Suvorov division, named after Kalinin of the Moscow military district. I kid you not, that is what it is called. And if you don't believe, I'll put the whole thing in Russian in the description below, because if not, you won't believe me. Whilst he was there, he took part on the assault on Grozny. And this, of course, was characterized by the huge amount of munitions and the absolute wanton destruction. Now, obviously, he wasn't entirely responsible for that. He may have been responsible for individual acts of destruction, but he wasn't responsible for the policy. After that, he was served in the North Caucasian Military District as Chief of Staff and later commander of another division with an equally stupid name. In 2005, he graduated from another staff school, and he was appointed deputy commander of the Combined Arms Army, and later was Chief of Staff the 36th Combined Arms Army in Siberia. Now, combined arms is just the way that they use this term in the Russian language, or in Russian military language. It's combined arms, of course, has been a major failing of the Russian army in Ukraine. So he stayed. He went back to the Far East, where he got command from 2008 to 2010. And from 2011 to 2012, he was deputy commander of the Eastern Military District. And from April 2012, he was appointed the first deputy commander of the Central Military District. And from there, from 2015 to 2016, he was a commander of the Russian forces in Syria. Now, at this time, the Russian army was noted for the use of weapons such as barrel bombs, complete destruction without thinking. And in this case, he is directly responsible. Massive launches of cruise missiles, some of them fired from the Caspian Sea. The destruction of places like Aleppo, for example, he is largely responsible for this. This wonderful historical town even mentioned in the Bible, and it's flattened by this character. So this, unfortunately, is something we could well end up seeing more about. Another place which stuck in my mind was Palmyra. Again, historical town, and once more somewhere destroyed by him. Anyway, on the 17th of March 2016, he got the Gold Star of the Hero of the Russian Federation from Putin, no less. On the 15th of March 2019, he came under EU sanctions due to an incident in the Kerch Strait, which was a conflict between naval forces of Russia and Ukraine in what are clearly Ukrainian waters under international law. And after this, he was sent to yet another staff course. He went to the Military Academy of the General Staff, and he finished that in October 2019. He has been appointed to head the Russian forces in Ukraine as a result of the fact that there was no single command, which seems absolutely incredible just thinking about it, and think of all the problems that must have been caused when local commanders needed decisions, or if that matter might have needed supplies. As things stand, when I'm doing this, 10th of April in the afternoon, it is believed that he was behind the attack on the railway station at Kramatorsk that left at least, as things stand when I'm doing this, at least 52 people dead, largely children, women, and older men. So this was a terror attack on refugees, which this Aleksandr Vladimirovich ordered. It does not look good for the people who live in Donbass, with a terrorist of this nature now in charge. But I do understand why he has been put in charge, because at the end of the day, for the Putin's terrorist army, it doesn't really matter how many people die and how much destruction is caused. Right, so thanks very much for listening to that. I'm sorry that was rather disjointed. I've got my notes in front of me, but it wasn't like I normally, when I dictate something, I sort of write it out properly and then I read it. In this case, I haven't also been able to confirm things. Now, normally when I haven't been able to confirm things, I say, I think. In this case, I can't say I think. The whole thing is I think, because I did not check the facts. So there could be things in this which are incorrect. Thanks for listening.